remaining and reject remaining buttons. Okay, and then you have a reject and accept buttons here. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to perform basic data entry only on medical billing forms. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the first, see how you are going to work is they are asking line 5 charges. Line 5 charges here only it's present. Then you can say this is correct. So I have accepted it. Enter key in your keyboard is considered as one accept. We have three fields. Okay, accept, reject, and update. Okay, accept means whatever you are accepting the answer without changes. Okay, maybe the answer is correct. Okay, or else the answer is blank. In the image also it is blank. You will enter it, right? You will accept it. That is considered as accept. Okay, update. What do you mean by update is whatever changes you're making to the answer. Okay, maybe you are like adding a dot or a space, or else spelling correcting, whatever changes you are making to the answer, that is considered as update. Okay, so two fields we are working on, three type of medical forms. Okay, HCFA form, UB form, and dental form. HCFA form, UB form, and dental form. Okay, so we are working on only these three type of forms. So we are performing accept and update on these three type of forms. About reject, I'll tell you later. First, we'll talk about this thing only. I'll show you the live work for a while, and then we'll move on to the detailed explanation. Okay, so here you can see other INS name they are asking. Here only we will have the other INS name. There is no answer, so blank and accept. Other patient relationship, here you can see the no checkbox have been marked, so we'll select the blank option and enter accept it. Okay, yeah, you can see this is only the sign date. We have to actually add a character here. Okay, now this is correct. Okay, INS name. Okay, this is also can accept. Okay, and then this INS relationship, this also see no checkbox have been marked, so we'll select the blank option and accept it. So field line 4. Line 4, there is no fee here. So this is also blank and accept. A passed amount is always blank and accept. Type of transaction, statement of actual services. This checkbox have been marked, right? So we will write in the answer box, we will write capital X. Okay, and then cost of predetermination, it is blank and accept, it has not been marked. Number also it's not there, so blank and accept. This also blank and accept. Fee 2, okay, there is no fee 2 here, only fee 1 is present. So blank and accept. This is how you are going to work team. Diagnosis code A, B, C, D, nothing's present, so all blank and accept. This is accept, okay, because the data see, the insured ID, same, everything's correct. Okay. So this is how you guys are going to work. Okay. So first of all, I'll explain now everything. So now about the work, how you are going to work in the software I showed you. Move on to the explanation about the forms in detail. So the first form we'll be working on is HCFA form. Okay. 1 second. Okay. A HCFA form. Okay. So this is how HCFA form looks like. See. Health insurance claim form. It has 33 questions. Okay. So you can see. So what the thing is, whatever the data it is written, you are going to key as per image only. Okay, nothing to worry. But there are some exceptional cases here and there. Okay, those things I'm going to explain in detail. Okay, one by one. So the first exceptional case that we have is date field. Okay, the date, all the numbers should be written all together. without the spaces, without special characters. In all the places, okay. Here the first, like firstly, they are going to ask us like date. They're asking how this thing we are going to write is 121919.
Hi, Javiria.
Yeah.
Hello.
Tell me.
Sorry
Yes,
to
tell me.
interrupt. Here, can you just allow them? Like it's started. I'm saying that two members are waiting in the meet. Can you just allow them for now? Yeah. Uh, Sorry, you can continue now. Okay? Please. Continue.
Okay. This is the date field. Okay, like it should be written as 1219199 all together. Even here, wherever you get the date field. Okay, like here or else here, like without the slashes, without the special characters, date should be written. Here also the answer would be 07142025 all together. Okay. That is first case about date. Second case about phone number. For phone number also all 10-digit numbers should be written all together. Here it should be written as 803-794-8950. All 10-digit numbers all together without the brackets, hyphens and all. Without the special characters. Okay, all together numbers should be written. Okay. That is about the phone number field. In all the forms, in all the three forms, for date, telephone number and all, same thing only you are going to follow. Okay. Next exceptional case we have is about charges. Okay, for charges, the number should be written like for charges, no special characters is allowed except one thing, that is before last two digits we are going to give a space or a point. Okay, here the answer would be 1 4. There is a comma after one. That comma also we are not going to include. Okay, so like how it should be written is 1496.97 or else 1496 space 97. Wherever we have the charges field, amount related thing, money related thing, the same thing we are going to follow for charges. Okay. Okay, so that is about the like in this particular top half of the image. Yeah, that is only the exceptional case. The rest of the things key as per image only, nothing to worry. In the address field, this first line only should will be address, and this should there will be city. This SC will be state, and then first five digits we will have zip code 29160. It is zip code. The remaining numbers, the extra if we had some numbers, no, that would be zip code extension. Here there is no zip code extension, but in some of the forms you will have it. Okay. Okay. Talking about one second. Yeah. Talking about the middle part of the form, you can see here. Okay, 12th and 13th question, how they are going to ask us is for 12th question they are going to ask patients are authorized. Okay, and then for 13th question, 13 insured or authorized. Okay, so for insured or authorized and patient or authorized, whatever content it is written, that we are going to write in the answer. Okay, if they're asking 12 patients are authorized, then signature on file. Like this, we are going to enter in the answer box. Okay, if they're asking 13th insured, the insured or authorized, then this we are going to write down. Okay, in the 13th question, two type of questions they are going to ask. First, 13th insured or authorized. Next to 13th, INS signature number. Okay, for INS signature number, they are going to give you some options. Okay, so INS signature number is always blank and accept only. This thing you are going to keep in mind, team. Okay. Next to 17th question, two type of questions again here they are going to ask you. That is 17 qual and 17 referring physician name. Okay, this DN you can see like that is only qual, two-digit qual we will have. Okay, and then the remaining data would be name. Okay, so qual we have in many other places. So keep in mind, qual we will have two-digit only. Sometimes it will be both alphabets or else one alpha character and one numeral. Okay, keep that in mind. So 17 qual we will have DN, and then 17 referring physician name, this Edmondson comma space David A, like this you are going to write down. Okay, so yeah, that is only the thing. And then next to 17A, what is that again call, the value would be ZZ. Okay, and then 17A provider ID, this 207 K00000X, this would be provider ID. Okay, and then 17B NPI, this 10-digit number should you should write. Okay, the rest of the things key as per image only. Here 20 outside lab charges they are going to ask. The 000 you can see, right? For charges, what did I tell you? You should follow. You should write down this as 0.00 like that. Okay, that is about the thing. Then next diag code section, diagnosis code question we have in all the three forms. Okay, so this is also a very important concept to learn, guys. Okay, because many people make mistake in this particular section. Okay, so diag code you have to keep in mind. It always starts with an alphabet only. Okay, like 21 ICD indicator. If they are asking, this zero is only the answer. 21 ICD indicator value we will have here. Next 21 diag code A, the value we will have here. 21 diag code B value here. C, D, E, F, and it goes on. Okay, if the first letter, it will always be an alphabet. Keep that in mind. Okay, this is J, we can easily make out. But in some of the images, it will start with a Z or else I or else O. Okay, so make sure you do not get confused. For Z as do not think of Z as A, sorry, Z as 2 or else I as 1, okay, or else O as 0 and all. Okay, keep in mind diagnosis code, it always starts with an alphabet only. Okay, that is about the diagnosis code section of HCFA form. Okay. After that, we have the next part of the form, that is we have the service lines. Okay. We have service lines in all the three forms. Okay. This is the service line section of HCFA form. It has 6 service lines. Okay. So like how the data is given is, first we will have from date. This is to date section. Then we have POS and then EMG, and then we have HCPCS code, and then we have 4 modifiers. Okay, and then we have diagnosis pointer, and then we have charges here, and then we have days or units. Okay, and then we have EPSGT, and then we have call here, the 2-digit call located here. This ZZ you can see now, that is only call. And then next to the call we have rendering provider ID. Okay, and then bottom to that we have NPI number. So this is how we have the data. Okay, for service lines for each line. Okay, and then one more question they are going to ask here, that is NDC number. Okay, you can see here in this image, NDC number will be located on top of from date and to date of each line. Okay, so line 1 NDC information is blank and accept, line 2 also blank and accept, line 3 also blank and accept, line 4 also blank and accept. For 5 and 6 we have the data written here. Okay, line 5 NDC we have the number, and 4000646801 space UN1. This UN1 also you are going to write along with the NDC number, NDC line. Next questions, 2 questions they are going to ask you, NDC unit and NDC quantity. NDC unit and NDC quantity are always blank and accept. Okay, only NDC number data, this you are going to write down. Okay, for line 6 also this data you are going to write down. Okay. Okay, that is about the service line information of what is this form, HCFA form. Okay, talking about the last part of the form. Okay, these 3 questions are also very important team to understand. Okay, very important thing. Okay, So the first line you can see federal tax ID number. Okay. So like these things are all key as per image only. Nothing to worry. Charges and all I told you, you have to follow the same procedure. The last three questions, 31, 32, 33, are actually very, very important for you to remember. Okay. So please pay attention. 30, I will start with this 33 question and then move on to this and then this. Okay. So for 33 question, building in provided information, the first question they are going to ask two type of questions. Okay. The first question is name field basically. They are going to ask you two questions for that. That is a building name and building organization name. Okay. Keep in mind building name is a provider name, like a person's name. Okay, like if this Matthew Ruili, if this was written here, then that you can write down on in building name question. Okay, because that is a person's name. Building name is a person's name. Keep that in mind. If the next question, if they are asking building organization name, so building organization name is like an association name, like this one, open-sided MRI of St. Louis LLC. This is an organization name. This you are going to write down in the organization name answer. Okay. Building name would be blank and except because there is no building name here. Only organization name is present. Okay. And then the second line we will have address. Only the second full line we will have address. And then St. Louis we will have city. M we will have state. The first five digits we will have zip code. Then the remaining numbers we will have zip code extension. Okay. And then 33A NPI. This 10 digit NPI we are going to write down. Okay. And then 33B, two type of questions here again they are going to ask us. 33B call and 33B provider ID. 33B call, two digit call we will have, and 33B provider ID, the remaining numbers you are going to write down. Okay. The same concept applied for 32 question also. Okay. But in 33 question, we have the differentiation between building name and organization name, right? But in 32 question, we do not have any differentiation. Only one question they are going to ask you, that is facility name. Whatever it is written, like whatever name it is written, let it be organization name, let it be provider name, write down as it is. Okay, the second line we will have address and then city, state, zip code, extension, same like this particular image, like this particular question. Okay, and then NPI, call, provider ID, same, nothing to, like here you will have the data, here there's nothing, so blank and accept, but here the data will be available. Same, it looks like, it will look like the billing provider information only. Okay, but here there is only one exceptional case. Sometimes in facility in this particular box you will have two set of informations. Okay, like two names, two addresses, two cities, two states. Okay, two zip codes, two extensions. Okay, that time from facility information separately you are going to write down, and TO2 facility information separately you are going to write down. That time the normal facility information would be blank and accept. Okay, that is about the facility information thing. Okay, moving on to the previous box, 31 question. Here also they are going to ask you two type of questions, rendering provider name and rendering organization name. This is a provider name, so this name you are going to write down under provider name. Okay, organization name would be blank and accept. Okay, because there is no organization name written here. Okay, and then next they are going to ask you, provider sign. Okay, if here this Matthew really is written right, this is only considered as printed signature. Okay, so in provider sign you are going to write down capital Y, indicating yes, the sign is present. Okay, sometimes would have hand signed this form. That time also in provider sign capital Y only you will write down. Okay, and then sometimes signature on file, like that it will be written. I will show you, like this, signature on file will be written. Okay, so sorry, that time also providers in capital Y only. Okay, sometime this entire box will be left blank. That time providers in capital N. Okay, indicating no. Okay, so that's how you are going to key the date and all I told you how you are going to write down, so without the special characters. So that is about the this particular box. This is all about the HCFA form table. Is this form clear? Please let me know. Is this form clear? If yes, then I will move on to the next form. Please talk to me, team. Respond.
Ma'am, is blank also considered as update?
Blank except is considered as one except.
Okay. And in case like we have doubts for all these forms when we do start the work,
Yeah, no problem. You can just clear doubts with uh, us. No problem.
like in the group,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, so this is clear, right, team? If yes, I'll move on to next form. Please say something. How will I know? Clear your doubts if you have any.
Yes, like I think most of them are just reacting. So like we are good to go.
Okay, done with it. No problem. So the next form we'll be working on is UB form. Okay, so UB form has 81 questions. This is how it looks like. This okay. So okay, one second. Okay, sorry for that. I got a call. Yeah. So UB form. Yeah, one second. So this is the top, top section of the UB form. So the first question we'll have here, second question here. First question will have the pay one provider information, and then this is the pay two provider information section. Okay, so like the first line we will have the name, okay, and then second line address, and then Winterset city, and then two-digit state we will have, and then the first five-digit zip code. The remaining numbers extension just now I told you, same like HCFA form only, okay, and then the last like next fourth line it is the phone number. Okay, and the same thing for a pay two provider information also. Okay, here the things you don't have to worry, key as per image only, whatever is written you can write it down. Okay, and then the next thing, uh, service lines of UB form. HCF form has six service lines, right? UB form has 22 service lines. Okay, so like the first section we will have revenue code, and the next we will have description. Next we will have HCPCS code and rate column. Next we will have service date, and then we will have service units, and then we will have total charges, and then we will have non-covered charges. Okay, so like whatever it is there, you are going to write down as it is only, along with the special characters in description and all. RHC slash FQHC slash clinic, like that only you are going to write down. Okay, like with the along with the special characters only. And one more thing, in HCFA form, I told you HCPCS code is written separately, and then the four modifiers are written separately, right? But in UB form, there is no modifier, like there are no modifiers, okay? Like whatever it is written, we are supposed to take down the full data in the HCPCS code answer only. Like example, if they are asking line 1 HCPCS code, then sorry, then this full data we are going to write down in the HCPCS code answer. Like example 99213 space CG25. Fully you are going to write down in HCPCS code answer. Okay. Like that only full data you are going to write down. Okay. You will get the rate also in the same column. Rate it will look like charges, like like 25.00 or else 26.67, okay, or else 32.59, like that. It will look like charges. It will be written like it be written here only. There is no rate here, so blank and except for rate. Okay, this is HCPCS only. Okay, service date, this data you are going to write down. Okay, and then service unit, this value. Then total charges, this value. Okay, and the non-covered charges you will have here. Okay. One second. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, so that is about that. But one more thing you have, like in description, like what is that? In service line section here, that is, see, this is also the service line section of UB form, right? So even if something is written in small letters, make sure that you are writing everything in caps. Okay, and then here you can see line 18. There is NDC number written in description, right? So this NDC number, if in case you have NDC number written in description na, then you are going to write this number twice, once in description, and next if they are asking NDC line 18, then again you are going to write down this. Okay, only for line 18, like whichever line this number is written in. Okay, the rest of the thing only description is written, so this data you are going to write down in the particular answer. Okay, that is about the service line thing of UBE form. The rest of the data and all, as I instructed, follow the same, nothing to worry. Okay. And then next, talking about the next half of the UB form. Till now we are talking line 1, line 2, line 3 and all, right? So but in this particular half, you have line A, line B and line C. Okay, like here how they are going to ask is 50A payer name, 51A health plan ID, okay, or else 54A prayer payments, okay, and then 59A patient relationship number, okay, like that. And the 61A group name, okay, 62A insurance group number, 63A treatment authorization codes, like that. Okay, like that we are going to key the data. Okay, so like if they are asking 50A pair name, then code source. Okay, 58A insured name, then Anderson Lasha, like that you are going to take the data. Okay, make sure that you are looking which exact question they are asking, and then you are going to take the data accordingly. Okay. Okay, so that is about this particular thing. Okay, next, talking about the next half, you can see you have the diagnosis code. Okay, this is the diagnosis code section for UB form. UB form. Okay. Sorry, one second.
Javaria can you see like I think a few members have been left due to network issue. If they are now texting again and again.
Okay. What happened?
And nothing. Network issue there because of network issue there actually.
I told everything clearly,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, yes, I know that. Mm.
Hmm. Okay. So next, talking about the diagnosis code section of UB form. Okay, and HCFA form I told you, and UB form, this is the diagnosis code section for UB form. Okay, the first question, 66DX indicator we will have here. Okay, the 66th question, we will have the indicator, here we will have the value. Okay, and then the next question we will have for 67. Okay, this is the 67 question. These two lines also 67 only we will have the question. Okay, like this is 67 principal diet code, and the next we will have 67 other diet code A, the next 67 other diet code B, other diet code C, D, like that. Okay, here there is only one problem. For each and every single question we have the question number, right? Like 63, 64, 65 and all. 66 also we have, but we do not have 67 mentioned anywhere. Okay, so you guys only have to, we only have to keep in mind that this is only 67 question. These two complete full lines are 67 only. This is 68. Okay, but these two lines are completely 67th question only, along with sub questions like 67 principal diet code, 67 under diet code A, B, C, D, E, F, like that. All are 67 only. Okay, so that thing you have to keep in mind. And I told you other diet code, it always starts with an alphabet only. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, I will show you one another image related to this. One second. Okay, like this. Okay, so one thing here, one more thing I wanted to tell you guys, we might face while working, we might face alignment issues also. Okay, like the prints shift. Okay, like example in this image you can see we have an alignment issue. The prints have shifted upwards. Okay, you can see line one, this service line one, it is actually not this, it is on top of the column. Okay, this is line one. Okay, on top you can see. Okay, the one, the line that is aligning with the, no, this one would be, this is line 3 actually. Line 2 is on top of the questions. Okay, like this. Okay, like this also we might face while we are working. Okay, sometimes. So this is actually line 1 and this is line 3. Okay, like this we are going to, this also we have to learn to deal with, team. Okay, we might face the alignment issues also, so you guys have to see if we, if, and take the data properly. So line 1, HCPCS code if they're asking, then this on top J2405 would be the answer. This 89270 space GY is the answer for line 3. So we might face alignment issues also while we are working. Okay, this might be an issue for other forms also, HCFA form and all. Okay, so you have to, we have to learn to deal with that also. Okay. Okay, and then like here also you can see in this particular image, one second. Okay, so like here you can see the prints have shifted a bit left. 66DX indicator will have here. Okay, this is on a 66DX indicator, and then like this is the principal diet code, and then other diet code ABC, like that. Okay, so like this T23392A, this is principal diet code answer. Okay, like Y also, along with Y also you are also supposed to write down, and then other diet code A value I told you, T3154 space Y. This is other diet code A, and then this is other diet code B, C, D, E, F, it goes on. Okay, this extra, like this space Y also you have, right? That also you are going to keep along with the diet code. Like here, this also A, E871 space N. This also you are going to write down. Okay, like this. So this is how you are going to key the data. Okay. That is about the diagnosis code section of UB form. Okay. The next you can see next question 76 attending NPI if they ask now this is only the value, and then 76 attending qual if they are asking this two-digit qual you will have, and then 76 attending ID if they are asking this should be the value. Then 77 operating NPI, here we will have the data. 77 operating qual, here we will have the data. 77 operating ID, here we will have the data. Like that we are going to key the data. Okay. And then here you can see remarks, whatever the data it is written in under remarks, fully we are going to write down in the answer box. Okay. Leaving one space like in between, like core source, leave a space and write down PO box like same as it is. Okay, you are going to write down. Okay, then talking about the last question of UB form, the 81 question, we will have qual and taxonomy code questions. Okay, like 81A qual if they are asking this B3 you can see right, this is only qual. Okay, and then 81A taxonomy code 1 they if they are asking this value you are going to write down, and then 81A taxonomy code 2 they are asking this here we will have the data. 81B taxonomy 81B call if they are asking, here we will have the data. 81B taxonomy code, here we will have, and then 81B taxonomy code 2 here we will have. Okay, so like that only you are going to take the data. This is all about UB form. Okay, is this form clear? If yes, then I will move on to the next form. This is all about UB form. This form's clear, right?
Guys, you can unmute and respond.
Yeah, how will I know then? Have doubts also, you can clear it.
Anyone have any doubt till now? If whatever she has explained, do you have any doubt on this?
Ma'am, after completion, can you just give us the example by doing the work by yourself?
Yeah, I already showed the live work, but okay, no worries. After the session also, I will one like for
Ma'am,
10
because
minutes.
there are so many things to learn, and whatever
I
you
know
have
it's
told
not,
in beginning
yeah,
were not
whatever I'm
all of
saying,
them.
just listen. Okay, just for like on like focus and listen. Okay, that is only what I want, because definitely it is not possible to remember everything in one go. Okay, whatever I'm saying, pay attention and listen very carefully. That is what I want. This training material and all, it has already been provided to your team head. She will share it to you. Okay, you can sit and learn all the forms, go through everything. Okay, okay, but whatever I'm saying right now, you just pay attention and listen. Okay, so that when you are learning the forms, you are sitting and going through, then you will remember my points, what I have said while you are looking. Okay, so that is what I want. Okay. That is about the UB form. Okay, next we're talking about the dental form. The next last form that we are working on is dental form. Okay, I think it has 58 questions. Okay, this is actually a newly introduced form. Okay. So the first question, they are going to ask three type of questions here. Okay, like type of like the first one question, like mostly in this particular form, we have a lot of checkbox fields. Okay, like like you can see. Okay, like how they are going to ask is for this one question only, they are going to divide it into three questions. Like how they are going to ask is first type of transaction, statement of actual services, and then type of transaction, request for predetermination or pre-authorization. Next type of transaction, EPS detail. Like the three questions they are going to ask for one question only. So which checkbox have been marked in that particular answer box, you are going to write down capital X. Okay, here you can see it has been crossed out. Sometimes the checkbox will be ticked. Okay, that time also in the answer box you write down capital X only. Okay, okay, if that particular checkbox has been marked. So type of transaction, statement of actual services would be X, okay, and then type of transaction, request for predetermination authorization will be blank and accept because this checkbox has not been marked. Same for EPSDT also. Okay, so like that only you're going to key the data. And the next predetermination or pre-authorization number, whatever the number it is written, you're going to write down. Okay, if some number is written here, nothing is written, so blank and accept. Okay, and the next dental benefit plan information we have here, they are going to ask name. Right, first line we will have name, second line we will have address, and then city, state, zip code, extension. Yeah, city, state, zip code, extension we are going to write down. Okay, like I told you, first 5 digits we will have zip code and then extension. Like we are going to key like that. Okay, and then next other coverage. Okay, we have dental and medical, right? Again here also, either they are going to ask this fourth question into two, like two questions they are going to divide, like dental one question and medical one question, or else they are going to give you options that you're going to select the correct option and accept it. Same for all the other fields also, like that only they are going to do. If they are giving you one question into, like divided into separate questions, then which checkbox have been marked, you write down capital X in the answer box. Okay, but if they are giving you options, then select the correct option and accept it. Okay, that is what you are going to do. This is not clear. Okay, and then next, name of policy or subscriber name, like policy holder, whatever it is written, name write down. For date and all same. For gender, they are going to give you options, select the correct option and accept it. Okay, and then for a subscriber ID also, whatever it is written, key as per image. Here also, here for patient relationship with the person, they are going to give you options here. Okay, like for self they are going to give option SE, like 5 options they are going to give you: SE, SP, CH and OT. SE means self, okay, then SP means spouse, the first two letters. Okay, CH means dependent child, this is actually dependent child. Okay, they are only dependent here, but here it is written fully dependent child, so that is only the meaning. And then for other, OT. Okay, the next option blank they are going to give you. So here no checkbox have been marked, right? So blank and accept would be the answer. Okay, and then next other INR insurance company name, same like the other data. First line we will have name, second line address, and then city, state, zip code, extension, same we will have here also. Okay, here they are going to ask you like subscriber, like insurer name. Okay, like you can see the first line we will have insurer name. Okay, like this one. Okay, subscriber and insurer, the meaning is same only. Okay, the term for subscriber, they will use it as insurer. Okay, so like insurer name, if they're asking this, you are going to write down. And then next, this is the address, and then we will have state, and then we will sorry, we have city, and then we have state, and then 5 digits we will have zip code, then the remaining numbers we will have extension. Okay, like that is how you're going to key the data. Okay, and then this is the date of birth. Okay, I told you for for date and all without special characters you are going to write down. Okay, and then gender, and then select the correct option and accept it. And then the subscriber ID, you're going to write down from here, and then plan or group number from here, and then employer name, and then 1 second here. Sorry. Okay, so like the patient's information, it will be present here. They are asking patient name and like address and all, like the same way, like else, elsewhere we have, right? So the same things are like it will be applicable for patient's name also, patient name, and then city, state, zip code, extension we will have. Okay, and then for relationship, patient relationship with the insurer, they are going to ask. So here also they are going to give you like options SE, SP, CH, and OT, like that. Okay, so we are going to select the correct option and accept it. Okay, and then next, I think this is about the top half of the dental form. Okay, next we have the service lines of dental form. Dental form has 10 service lines team. Okay, definitely the headers are different. Okay, for all the forms. Okay, you can see procedure code, we like procedure date we have, and then area of oral cavity, tooth system, tooth number, and then tooth surface, and then procedure code we have, and then diagnose diag pointer, and then quantity, and then description. Okay, and then fees. Okay, whatever data it is written, key as per image only, follow whatever instructions I have provided. For date and all, without special characters, we are going to write down. For description and all, make sure that you are writing everything in everything, the entire form, all the forms you are writing, all taking all the data in caps only. Make sure that you are doing that. But if the OCR has already captured in small letters, in the answer box already it is written in small letters, and if it is correct now, then you can accept it, no problem. But if you are performing update now, any kind of update, if you are performing, then write down in caps only. Okay, that's about the description. Okay, and then fees also, I told you what you are going to do. Okay, like fees, charges, and all same only. So write down as it is without the special characters, without dollar symbol and all, because sometimes we will get the dollar symbol, so we are going to ignore that. Okay. And next question, we have the missing teeth information. Okay, here we can see in the missing teeth information, we have two lines, two set of teeth. Okay, like from 1 to 16, left to right, in first line, and then next line we have from 17 to 32, like right to left. Okay, so like if they're asking missing teeth information, then whichever teeth have been crossed out, that number you are going to write down, crossed out or marked, that number you are going to write down in the answer box. Example here, 17, 20, 30, 31, 32 have been crossed out, right? So you are going to write down in the answer box 17, 20, sorry, 17 space 20 space 30 space 31 space 32, like that you are going to write down in the answer box. Okay, just leave a space between each numbers. Okay, like do not use any other special characters, no commas, no slashes, no special characters. Okay, only a single space after each number. Okay, so like that only you are going to key the missing teeth information. Okay, and then talking about the diagnosis code, this is the diagnosis code section of dental form. Okay, same thing followed, like like I told you, the first letter it will be alphabet only. So like that only you are going to key the diagnosis code question of this form, then like dental form and all the other forms also. Okay, if in diagnosis code, if you have point also, you are going to write down. Okay, next, these two questions you can see, they are going to ask. I'll show you a proper image. These questions they are going to ask. The first question, patient sign. Okay, if they are asking patient sign, they are going to give you options. Okay, Y and N blank. Okay, if there is what, if here there is some content written. Okay, so you are going to select capital Y option indicating yes. Okay, next question, they are going to ask you patient sign, patient signature. They are going to give you four options: H, P, B, and blank. H means handwritten, P means printed, B means both, and then blank. Okay. One second.
Jabariya,
Yeah.
hello. Okay, like in some cases I have seen, like in the case of signature, there is handwritten signature and printed as well. Okay, but after that there is a box. A question comes like, what is the SOF?
Yeah.
So we can't read the, neither we can read the handwritten one, and because of the handwritten signature, we can't even read the printed signature. So what should we do in that case? Like, can we just skip that question because
Like
we are unable to read?
this
Like you
section
can,
of
yes,
SOF,
you
can you
see,
repeat it?
yes, yeah. I'm saying like just you can see like there is a name written printed and the signature is on top of that. Okay, means you can't read the printed one, neither the like handwritten one.
So they're overlapping and like we are not
Yeah,
able to
it's
understand, right?
uh, then the next question comes up like what is the SOF? Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
what
I
would you do in that case?
But the data is not clear, so you can't write it down like that. You are saying, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
time, that one question, treating a dentist SOF, you reject that one question only alone.
Okay,
If
okay,
the data is not clear, if somewhere,
okay.
okay, like not only in this section,
Like
wherever
in any
have
section.
the overlapping data or else unclear data, okay, or else
Okay,
incomplete data, okay, maybe the
okay,
form it will be folded sometimes here and all, so we can't see the proper data. Those type of questions only, not the entire form, but that question we are going to reject only
okay.
that one
Understood.
question, okay.
Okay, clear.
So yeah, that is about the thing. So here, again, they are going to give you options like a patient signature. Okay, if they are going to give you options H, P, B, and blank. Okay, so H means handwritten, P means printed, B means both, and then blank. Okay, H means handwritten. Okay, like someone if hand signed. Okay, then H. So here this is a printed signature. So you are going to select the option P. Okay, P for parrot. P means printed. Okay, like that. Okay, and then here also subscriber. I told you subscriber means insurer. So same meaning only. So like if they're asking you insurer, signature, then Y again you are going to select the option Y because there is content present here, and then P option because it is printed. Okay, and then again talking about the treating dentist thing also, here also same things applicable team. They are going to give you a Y and then blank option. Y means you know yes, because there is a content present here definitely. Okay, and then HPB or blank, right? This is B because there is a printed value also and there is a hand sign also. Okay, so you are going to select the option B. B for ball. Okay, B both. Okay, so you're going to select B option. Okay, and then next here in all the fields, they are going to ask you SOF, like patient's SOF, or as insure INS SOF, or else treating dentist SOF. Okay, if they are asking you those type of question now, then whatever content it is written that you are going to write down. Okay, like signature on file, like that you are going to write down in the answer for a INS signature also. Okay, and then for treating dentist SOF also, signature on file, like that you are going to write down. Okay, one second. Okay, and then next yeah, that is only you are going to do for SOF. Okay, and then next question for billing dentist data. Here they're going to ask you two type of questions. Okay, billing dentist name and billing dentist organization name. I told you the differentiation, right? Billing dentist name is a person's name, an organization name is like an association name. This Dr. P's and Associates, this is definitely an organization name. So billing dentist name will be blank and accept. Okay, and then second line we will have address, and then city, state, zip code, extension, same. Okay, for treating dentist also they are going to ask you treating dentist name and organization name. Here nothing is written, so we are going to do blank and accept. Okay, and then address, here we will have city, state, zip code, extension, same. And one more question they are going to ask you team, billing dentist suffix and treating dentist suffix. Okay, 1 second, sorry. Okay. So that is about the thing. Okay, billing dentist suffix they are going to ask and treating dentist suffix they are going to ask. They are going to give you like 6 to 7 options. Okay, if after the name, if from those options, if some suffix is present, na, then select that option and accept it. Okay, if there is no data, there is no suffix, then you do blank and accept. Okay, that is what you are going to do. Talking about this section, you don't have to worry. Whatever the data is given, you have to key as per image only. Place of treatment, if they are asking, na 11 is the answer written, so you are writing down 11. And then if they are ask, they will ask orthodontics, and they are going to give you Y and N option. So N no have been marked, right? So you are going to select the no option. And then replacement of prosthesis, two options they are going to give. So no has been selected, so you are going to select the N option. Okay, and like that is how you are going to key the data. Okay, and then next, the next data and next content you can see here, NPI license number, like the SSN or TIN number, phone number, no, whatever it is written, key as per image only. For phone number, I told you what you have to do. Without the special characters, all 10-digit numbers should be keyed, right? Like 480-968-7777, all numbers all together. Okay, for same thing for treating dentist data also. Okay, that is all about the dental form. Is this clear? Is this clear, team? Okay. Don't worry while you are working. It will look very simple. Okay. Like it might look a lot while I'm explaining. Okay. Because I'm going field wise and I'm explaining you everything. But while you are working, it's going to be very simple. Don't worry. Okay, so this is about the dental form. One more thing I wanted to tell you, team. In HCFA form and UB form, everything they are going to ask along with the question number only. Like this 24A from date. Or else, one second. Like two patients name, five patients address, three patients birth date, four insured's name. Okay, like that. Okay, everything they're going to ask along with the question number only for both the forms HCFA and UB. Okay, like if they're asking something without the question number in HCFA form and UB form, then you are going to do blank and accept for those questions. Like example, submitted date, or else carrier receipt date, like these questions you are going to do blank and accept if they are asking without the question number. Okay, but in dental form, all the questions they are going to ask without the question number only. So you don't blank accept it, search for the answer and write the data. Okay, that is about the thing. Next, we are working on three type of forms only, team HCFE, UB and dental. So if you get some other forms except these, like these type of forms, like blank forms, or some random like print paragraph type of forms, like these are the examples for these type of forms, you are going to reject it. Next, you have the timer, right? Next to the timer, click the three dots and reject remaining. These type of forms you are going to completely reject. Okay, this is all about the work. Is this clear? This is blank and accept. Okay, here also other NS name, this also blank, because here we will have the data. Okay, there is no value here, so blank and accept. Okay, see the patient relationship to insured. Okay, the no checkbox have been marked, so like this is blank. Okay, this is a reject form. Okay, so you have to reject this particular image. This also reject. See these type of paragraph type of forms. One second. Okay. So line 5, this is also a reject form, we will reject it. Okay, actually there is a shortcut key for reject, that is control shift and enter. That is what I'm doing. Okay, next to the timer you can see three dots, you can click, right? So this is only the, like, you know, you can reject the entire form like that.